Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcast presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing! How embarrassing!
Hey!
Heyo.
Hey. Welcome to How Embarrassing. It's the podcast about all of our embarrassing lives. My name's Molly.
And I'm Jeff.
Okay, so I couldn't stop laughing because in my ears, that theme song has never been quieter in my life. So it's just really anticlimactic because it was like, How Embarrassing featuring Molly and Jeff. And it was like, it sounded
It's part of my plot to not get you to scream so loud. And it worked. You guys were a little bit quieter.
It's because I was scared. I was like, am I losing my hearing?
Yes, slowly.
Probs.
It's funny how you think that like everything that comes into your headphones is your ears. You know, like if you disconnect a wire.
Wait.
Wait.
Go back to the beginning, Jeff, because this is not.
Jeff, what do you mean?
This whole time you've been complaining about, oh my God, I can't hear. And it's like, yeah, you have headphones on and people are unplugging wires.
Headphones are for ears, Jeff.
Yes, but you're acting like you're going deaf. Can we start over?
I'm never going to understand.
I don't know.
It's too early
I
to
don't
get
get it either.
this bad.
You should have the same wavelength, but I don't get it either.
I'm
I'll
never
cut this
going
all
to
out.
understand what you just said to me.
I don't understand it myself. I'm upset.
Okay.
Perfect.
Did you do anything fucking dumb lately, dude?
Besides that whole
Yeah,
thing?
besides what you just said.
Yeah, I would like to talk about one thing on my.
You have a prop with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on my walk here.
On my walk here.
Whoa.
I was walking down the street, and down from the sidewalk comes this guy all excited, and he's like, "Hello!" and he hands me this pamphlet, and he's like, "Vote for me!" and walks away.
Wow.
And I was like, "What year is this?" You know, I'm used to like social media.
I get it.
And not
get
seeing
it.
people.
Or like a
COVIDs.
commercial.
But so I had reading material on the way here, which is nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a good guy. His name is Adam Goldberg.
Okay.
He wants to be a tax advocate.
Cool.
Cool.
The commissioner of revenue. And
Jeff, you are 0 for 2 so far, buddy.
but the first little fact on his pamphlet says husband of Eve, and then in parentheses it says really. I thought that was funny.
Oh, because his name's Adam
And his wife's
wife is
Eve. But I was like, I don't know if I want to vote for a politician who tries to put jokes in the first line of their ads.
Molly.
So I chugged vodka on a street this weekend.
Yes! Oh, you saved
Now
the show.
Now the show
Molly.
starts.
Yeah, I was at a bachelorette weekend in Baltimore, Maryland, friend of the pod, and I reverted back to my old self. I became reckless. I became wild, and we were walking home from the bars, and a guy on the street passed me a plastic fifth of unflavored Burnett's, and I popped that sucker open, and I took it to the face, my friends.
All right.
Wow.
And I gotta say, the next morning I woke up and I thought, I own property. I cannot be doing that out in these streets.
Well, I got something too. I got.
So Matt got some mail. I thought mine was
mail.
pretty good, though. I feel like you guys didn't react like.
I think I brought it down so low
Really?
that
Like-
you got us like back up out of the hill, but we're still a little depressed from
Yeah,
what I've been doing.
Bummer. But I thought that was pretty embarrassing. But
yeah.
you guys were just like, yeah, let me read my mail.
Well,
So
I
those
guess.
were Matt. Did you do something embarrassing this week?
No, I didn't.
Oh no!
I don't come prepared to these
Can we go to
things.
an ad break with it being this bad?
I thought that mine. What if I retell my story and you guys give me the big reactions I'm looking for?
Okay, good. Go
Okay,
ahead.
guys. So I was at a bachelorette weekend.
What?
Get
no.
fucked? Did you
And
get
I,
fucked?
Oh,
Did you get fucked a lot?
close.
Male strippers?
I got fucked up. I was out with my high school friends, and I decided to be a party girl.
I love your high school friends. Invite them on the podcast.
We were walking home from the bar, and you'll never believe it,
girl.
Someone passed me a fifth of unflavored Burnett's.
No.
And I cracked that sucker right open,
no.
and I took a swig.
Oh, no. Up your pussy.
Oh, yeah.
That was an amazing story.
Wowee. That reminds me of our sponsor today.
It's kind of low. I'll turn it up.
It's so quiet.
Hello.
Hi, little girl. Is your mother home?
No, she went to the store for a pack of cigarettes 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, here is some reading material, and I hope to get your vote in the next election for class president.
Oh, what school?
It's at Yankee Doodle High School, and my name's Macaroni. Really?
Whoa, I like your joke.
Yeah.
I'll graduate elementary and middle school so I can vote for you.
Thanks, little gal. And next time you ride into town, make sure it's on a pony.
Okay, have you seen my mom?
Does she have a feather in her cap?
Oh no, it's the police.
Are you the homeowner here?
Yes, my mother might be missing, but
I have some bad news.
Wait, you own the home?
yeah, I own the home. I am child actress Elizabeth Scott.
I have some bad news for you, Mrs. Scott. Your mother's been murdered at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, no.
I'm so sorry.
Do you have a promo code at least?
Yes. 15% off. Low blow candle code.
Yes!
With code word how embarrassing.
Yes, baby, light it up. So actually, speaking of shootings, when I was in Baltimore,
Okay.
on Saturday night, we were at the bar till it closed, and the bartender turned off the music and went, "Oh yeah, by the way, there was a shooting on the next block, so if you're walking home, walk the other way."
Holy shit.
And then
I
the music
said-
just started again.
And I said, "Uh-oh." But I think they
what a
both-
world we live in
I
where
think-
that's just a quick announcement.
I think all three of the guys lived, though. It was 3 shootings.
Thank God.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, I feel like we're back up and lifted up from
Back, baby.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I'm embarrassed.
We're lifted up from. We had a good.
I'm sorry. Please let me
One
say.
El Guapo.
I didn't even take a sip yet. I'm dumb.
I feel like we had a good ad and we were lifted up and
Yes.
we're gonna have a good episode.
Yes.
And then we get out of the ad and Molly's like, "By the way, mass shootings."
Well, honestly,
And then she screams and
this
hurts
was
our
not-
eardrums.
This was
And
not
I'm
a mass.
depressed again.
It wasn't a mass shooting. It was some sort of retaliation.
Well, you said only 3, so it can't be a mass shooting. I
Yeah.
got that. I know numbers.
So anywho, I actually have faith that our guest can pull us out of this hole.
I think she will.
All right, so everybody, let's bring her on. So you know her. Hey, I hope her. Are you?
What are you doing? Did you have a seizure?
What is
Molly,
happening?
put a
Molly.
stick in her tongue.
Holy shit!
What is going on?
Were you going to ask her if we could use her full name?
Yes, I forgot. I
You
forgot to ask if we can
motherfucker.
say first and last name.
Okay, I think.
I
Did
think
we get a
got
thumbs
the
up? I feel like
thumbs
that.
up.
Okay.
Go for it.
She doesn't want to be. She's like, change my name completely. Just
I
like-
hate that right before this, she was like so positive about our podcast. It was so nice. She was like,
She's
you know what?
very kind.
I really love your
Well,
podcast.
let's bring her on. You know her. She's got a pug.
You know her. She likes her pod.
And one time I went tanning in her backyard. Everybody, it's Jen
Jen?
Weir.
Yay, finally.
Wow. I've been binge listening to your podcast. This is not what I
Exactly.
signed up for.
Yeah.
It's not going well.
Yeah. Jeff really threw us for a curve. Like, he's never brought in
He's
a
never.
pamphlet.
Yeah,
Well,
didn't-
I was handed material on the way. I mean, he's also a 25 years
Jeff,
of financial
stop.
management
Yeah.
and leadership.
Don't
Jeff,
double down
stop
on
with
that,
the
yeah.
pamphlet.
He was a naval
Rip
officer.
it up. Rip it up.
No, not Adam Goldberg.
Jen, are
November
you
2nd, vote for him.
are you embarrassed to be here?
You know, I wasn't, but
Yeah,
I'm
then
sort
it started.
of inching up on
Yes.
being a little bit embarrassed. Nah, you get to a certain point, like you get to a certain age, which I'm almost to a certain age, where you don't get embarrassed anymore. It's really weird. I like prepared for this, and I was thinking really hard about when the last time I was embarrassed was, and it was hard. I had to like really dig deep. And then once the floodgates opened, I realized all the times I've been embarrassed have been related to drinking. So then I had to dig deeper.
Oh, no.
I hate that day after drinking, just shame spiral you go on where you're like, oh man, like.
I should probably apologize to everyone I know, even though I have no idea what I did last night.
I know. I'm like, I cut off my shoelaces instead of untying my shoes.
I love that.
Oh my God, where did these bruises come from?
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So you're a big old drunk.
And the good news is it seems like you burned enough time that I won't get to those stories.
No way. We run a tight sketch.
Yeah. Speaking
Matt,
of which.
cut out the whole first part of the podcast. We're just doing stories today.
Captain.
Speaking of which, let's get to some stories here. I'm ready to hear about your life.
So it's funny, binging on the podcast, I found out that you and I have something in common.
Oh no.
Oh,
We
no.
both went
It's
to
like
Catholic school.
Ah.
Not to be confused with Christian school. It couldn't be more
Totally different.
Totally different
things.
which is a whole nother podcast.
Exactly.
But when I was thinking about the embarrassment thing, I had a teacher in elementary school, and I'm old, so it was in the late 70s. So like the rules around how you got to treat children were really different. They could do whatever the hell they wanted to us. They literally.
Thank you.
They literally could beat us.
Yeah.
And they could embarrass us. And I had a teacher whose stock in trade, like her teaching method, was straight up embarrassment. This was her thing. So I'll never forget. We were coming back from gym class, and we had to get back into our uniforms with our long sleeve shirts and the buttons and all the shit. And she was really hardcore about you had to be back in class on time.
Yeah.
So I was like getting ready and getting dressed. And this little girl, Natalie Volk, I'll never forget her name,
Volkster.
could not button her cuffs.
Oh no. Those
she-
are hard.
And it's to this day I have a hard time with buttons, but which is kind of embarrassing. But so she was like,
That's
Jennifer, will you help me? Will you help me with my cuffs? And I was like, Natalie, no way, I'm going to be late. Sister Hubertine was her actual name.
They
Sister
always have scary
Hubertine
names.
will actually beat us if we're not on time. I'm sorry, you're on your own. And I ran back to class. Natalie came in late, and Sister Hubertine said, "Why were you late back from the gym?" Because Jennifer wouldn't help me with my cuffs. Bitch.
Narc.
And Sister Hubertine looked at me and was like, "Why wouldn't you help your neighbor?" And I stuttered because I didn't want to tell her I was afraid she was going to beat us. And I stuttered out, I didn't know how. And this was like the 4th grade, I think, at which point one should have the manual dexterity to assist with a button.
And you're also wearing buttons on your shirt.
Yeah, I had somehow managed mine. But so she said, "Jennifer, go to the kindergarten class and get a kindergartner." She sent me to the kindergarten class to get a kindergartner so that she could show the entire 4th grade class that even a kindergartner knew how to button a button. Yeah, it's bullshit. That was
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is some nun shit right
like,
there.
no doubt. That's education in 1979. That's,
God.
folks, it
So-
wasn't pretty.
So it's just child
might,
abuse.
This
Yeah,
might
basically.
honestly give you some peace with that story.
Uh-oh.
My grandmother has dementia, and she's in a nursing home right now.
She
Is
bad
her
at
name
buttons.
Run by Polish nuns. And on Saturday, my mom got a phone call. She had to go to the nursing home because my grandmother kept hitting the nuns.
Nice.
So that was
Payback's
probably
a
for you,
bitch.
right?
I really appreciate it. She was mean. The best part ever, the best thing I remember about her, though, is this was the same year that they instituted sex ed in Catholic schools. It was the first time they'd ever done it. It was amazing. And
They took that
had-
away by the time I was there.
They said, go grab a kindergartner.
Oh, shit. Well, I can't guarantee how accurate it was because I'm sure I probably have some fucked up notions. But this teacher who was this like 6'4" bald like lay teacher, the dude that wasn't a priest or a nun, came in and taught us. And Sister Hubertine walked up just as he was explaining the concept of intercourse, and she just stood at the door. I thought she was going to die. I mean, she was super old to begin with, and we all sort of hoped she would die. But she just stood at the door with her mouth. I can't even describe how fully extended her face was over the fact that
Hot.
she
Oh
heard
my
us
God.
her learning about penises and vaginas.
She just stood in the hallway of the door?
She stood at the glass door.
Oh my God.
So actually, my Catholic school didn't
that.
have sex ed, but they did. I do have a memory of in 7th grade, we all had to draw a vagina, like from like almost
Seventh
like
grade?
an upskirt view of it.
What?
I
Why?
remember drawing the worst picture ever and just looking next to me, and the girl next to me had drawn a textbook perfect vagina. Like, I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then you know what? Lesbian. 2 years later, she came out. I was like, this
She's
checks
like,
out.
I've been drawing these for a long time.
She's like, I've been drawing vaginas.
We're-
for
I know
years.
every angle.
We're gonna do our first giveaway. So
Oh.
send in electronically or via mail your best picture drawing, hand drawing
drawing.
of a vagina.
Upskirt.
And we're gonna pick one of the best, and you get a $50 gift certificate to Steaks and more. Yes.
To Adam Goldberg's campaign.
Yes.
Yes.
We will make a donation in your name.
Yes.
And just for clarity's
Catholic
sake, that
school.
is a drawing, not a selfie.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no
drawing,
pictures.
Drawing. Oh my God.
Oh.
Let's see. What else?
So like I said, I was trying to dig out of the whole alcohol stories, and I found another. I thought found like it was in an archive somewhere. I went to the card catalog and remembered something from when I was a kid, and I was a kid in the 70s and the early 80s, and we ran wild. And when my mom would go to work on like a day off from school, basically I was in the care of our neighbor across the street who didn't give a fuck what we did. And
Nice.
it was my best friend's grandmother. It was Mrs. Russo who would make us like really good Italian food. Anyway, her daughter Toby, her granddaughter Toby, and her brother Joshua and I and this boy Jonathan used to like just run wild around the neighborhoods. And my house was across the street and had this huge yard. And we're running around one day and Jonathan looked at us and said, "Have you girls seen a penis?"
Oh no.
And we're like probably 8 or 9 years old. And we both were like,
wait.
no. Well, I'm going to show you mine. I don't know if it went down
Whoa.
quite like that, but it was basically
Well,
like,
here's mine.
do you want to see a penis? I think you should see a penis. I'm going to show you a penis. We're all like 8 or 9
I
years
would
old.
have died.
Well, so it was like we're in my backyard and Joshua, Toby, and I are sitting in a semicircle and Jonathan is standing in front of us and he takes out his little teeny tiny
Oh my God.
8-year-old Willie, which was
Wow.
embarrassing enough. But at some point,
Yeah, ring that bell.
you see a penis and I was like, well, that's interesting. And I looked up and our neighbor was looking out his glass door.
Oh my God.
And it was, in fairness, it was probably pretty far away, and he probably didn't see jack shit. But I'm like,
Yeah.
Mr. Gawk. His name was Mr. Gawk.
You know
Can't
everyone's
make that up.
names.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know anyone.
You know, the good news is I won't remember yours tomorrow. But Mr. Gawk was staring out his window, and I'm like, he saw Jonathan's penis. Which was physically impossible because Jonathan's penis was facing us. But I, in my goody two-shoes self, said, we have to go apologize to Mr. Gawk.
Oh
No.
So the penis wasn't really the embarrassing part. The embarrassing part was when I walked up to Mr. Gawk's front door and rang the doorbell to say, Mr. Gawk, I want to apologize for Jonathan's penis. You see, it wasn't feeling very good, and he thought he should show us to see if he should go to the doctor, but we really don't do this all the time, and I don't know why I remember this so
Whoa.
vividly. And Mr. Gawk just stood there blinking at me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the one. I've never been more embarrassed in my whole life.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a concoction.
I like can't even say like the word penis.
You did,
Especially
though.
not
Good
as
job.
like a kid. Like when I was younger, body parts did not exist. Like
Hands, feet.
none of it.
Ears,
Everyone was
all
just
the things.
balls
Yeah.
rolling around.
That's so cute to think about. Is everyone just rolling around with their little face?
That's cute.
Can you imagine if we were all just like little squishy
It
balls?
sounds horrifying.
It's called Flatland.
What?
It's a I feel bad for Mr. Gawk though. Like I don't know what I would
Dude.
do if I'm
If
an
a kid
adult.
came to your door
Yeah.
and was like, "I'm sorry about the penis,"
I'd be like, I can't hear this. I'm God. I just shoot myself in the head.
Oh, I know.
I would be like, "I didn't do it."
And the likelihood is he didn't even see. We were just some kids
Yeah,
playing in
he
the
probably
yard.
had no idea what you were talking about.
I have an overdeveloped sense of fairness and honesty.
It sounds like it. Like I would never go apologize to an adult
For
as
the
a
penis.
kid or anything.
I want to
Hell no.
apologize for the penis.
Parents would like, I'm here to apologize for the penis.
Oh my god.
That's what Adam Goldberg should have said. when
Fuck
he
off.
Gave me this.
Did this sense of
Fucking-
fairness come back in life for another embarrassing story?
No, I learned to keep my mouth shut.
She never said a word since
Never
then.
a word
Jesus
since then
Christ.
until today.
Okay.
No, I do. I always out myself. I always out myself if I do something stupid. That I think that might be some of the therapy related to not remembering the embarrassing moments. If you just sort of embrace them and own them.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, you can't embarrass me. I'm going to be so honest
Exactly.
that I'm going to get ahead of it. Like I've the only time I've ever kept a secret about myself, I think it lasted like a day before I was like, well, get this. And like I just can't. I have to tell. I can't keep anything inside.
Except for farts. Those are always secret. I've never had one.
Word. I actually believe you.
I look like someone that wouldn't.
Yeah, you really do.
I know.
I look like a farter.
So I will say we haven't gotten to any drunken stories.
Yeah.
yet,
I think-
and
yeah,
you
we've saved enough
promised us
time.
a drunken
You're
story.
dancing around.
You're dancing around. You just had Burnett's in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's really scary.
From a street man.
So this is actually possibly the most embarrassing moment of my adult career and my adult life. And I have two other drunk stories that are theater related that you've probably already heard, but I thought that I would share the one that you don't know about.
Okay. I think I was there for one of them.
It's highly possible. It's highly possible. I might still owe you an apology.
I know. Okay. The listener's like, we're not in on the joke. Fuck you.
That's another podcast. Anyway,
Can you imagine if we had a podcast where we just bring people in to apologize for shit?
Yes.
The apology podcast.
My episode would be
Atonement.
9 million years long.
Oh my god.
I'm here to atone.
Give me penance.
So I have worked for the same company for 15 years. And for 10 of those years, I was the vice president of human resources. Just go ahead and absorb that bullshit,
Whoa.
first of all.
All
if you
right.
didn't know, all right?
With the stories we've heard.
Right?
Oh.
But the ones you've experienced. And anyway, so we every year have this year-end tradition of everyone in the company drinks heavily. We've since grown up and don't quite do it quite the same way, but I was the fucking head of human resources, and there are photos of me drinking tequila out of a gun on this night.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
We were stupid. We were
I
stupid.
was about to say I've worked for some companies
Yeah.
that had some
I mean, and this is like
And Ron.
really
I didn't know that was a
questionable.
thing.
Yeah.
Drinking
and this
tequila
is
out
like
of
a it's dangerous too. It's a $3 billion company. This isn't like a little tiny fly by night company. And this year we had a really tough year. And our atrium to our building has this fountain. And the agreement was if we hit our number by midnight, the two senior executives in sales are going to swim in the fountain.
Fun.
Fast forward, the fountain is now filled with plants. There's no more water in the fountain. But so we get downstairs and it's
Bummer.
like, and standing there is like
Climate
me, me and the CEO and the two heads of sales and everyone in the company is on these different levels. And it's just like this big epic celebration. And we hit our number and everyone starts going fucking bananas and screaming. And the two dudes jump in the fountain and they're swimming around. And I decide I'm getting into the fun. And I walk up to the fountain and catch a toe and slide up in the air like full slapstick. Slide up in
Charlie
the air
Brown missing
and
the football.
land on my head. And my head bounces
Oh no.
on this marble floor. And I had in my hand a glass of red wine.
No.
That went flying. Everyone thought I was dead.
Oh, because
They thought it was blood.
They
Here,
thought it
boom.
was blood. They heard this boom. They watched my head bounce, and then the red wine flew everywhere. And it was there's film of it. Like it's like the
I wanna
most.
see this.
It's the worst thing ever. I didn't go to work the next day, and I almost quit because I was that
Oh,
embarrassed.
my
Wow.
stomach
Like,
would
I
have
was
dropped.
that
If I had
embarrassed.
seen that, though, my stomach would have dropped. Like,
yeah, I'd be like, oh no.
that's scary.
Wait, there weren't plants in the fountain at the time, though, right?
No,
There's
Oh,
plants
okay,
in
it's
it
water.
now, so people don't jump in there.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny because when I went to the set of The Sound of Music as a kid. and
I can't wait to hear this segue.
Jeff,
you're like the lady who made it so that like we weren't allowed to go inside of the little what's it called?
Nazi
the
camp?
the area where they're jumping on the benches around the
gazebo.
gazebo. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
Okay.
It was
I'm the
closed off.
cautionary tale.
Yeah, because someone tried to do the dance from it, and they broke their ankle like a week earlier. Or something.
It's
Aw.
honestly, I don't know if this makes me feel happy about my friendship with Jeff or sad about my friendship with Jeff. That I've heard this story like at least 4 times. That
fun
Jeff
story.
didn't get to go in the gazebo where they sang, I'm 16 going on 17
yeah.
because some lady tried to jump on the benches and broke her ankle.
true.
And to this day, he's still a little salty about it.
Right.
This is the root of all Jeff's anger issues is this gazebo.
I just hope she really hurt herself when she did it. You know, I hope it wasn't red wine. That
It's what
splashed
she
out.
gets for ruining it for everyone.
Yeah.
Jeff was all dressed as Liesel, ready to jump around.
Liesel. Is that his name, Liesel?
Hers.
That's hers.
I've never
Liesel
seen
and
it.
Rolf.
Rolf.
And Greta.
Greta's the baby.
Yeah.
Greta, Liesel, and Rolf.
I
I
don't
mean,
remember
there's
the
a
names.
lot more. There's Brigitte.
Brigida.
Yeah.
There's fucking
Is there an Ursula?
Schmagita.
Maria.
Is there an Uva?
No, Uva.
There's also like 3 boys I
Friedrich?
cannot remember.
Friedrich?
Friedrich. Edelweiss.
Isn't there a Hans? No, there's no Hans. Is there a Hans?
Should be.
Should be.
What is this show now?
Truly.
What are you?
I am 16.
Going on 17.
I've got a lot to learn.
Jeff, how about on our walk after this podcast, I'll hold your hand and you can jump from bench to bench wherever you want.
Fuck yes.
Only if we can do it with Adam Goldberg.
Okay.
We'll go
We'll
find him.
call up old AG.
Track him down.
Well, do you have one more? You got one more quick one you want to hit us with? Or are you pleading the fifth?
Oh God, don't. She's thinking out a flyer. It's the same flyer.
Well,
no.
I actually want to
yours
tell a
says
story
Adam
about
Goldberg,
Adam
too.
Goldberg.
Let
Oh, no,
me tell you about the
mine
first time
says-
I met Adam Goldberg.
Mine says his sons are Cain and Abel.
Really?
Well, mine says he's a father of 5 and grandfather of 3.
Quit
so I
it.
think you're lying.
I didn't mean to call that back. Throw it away. Burn it.
Mine says he's
No,
missing
vote for
a
him.
rib because he made
He seems
a
like a
woman.
nice guy.
Because he
Does
likes rib.
anybody have an apple?
He wants
It's
good
a
things.
very biblical episode.
For real. A
For
very
real, for real.
special. How embarrassing.
All right, well, let's get into our next special little ad.
Yo,
Yeah,
you want to fight?
yeah, I do.
You looking at me? You want to fight?
I'm looking right at you, bitch.
What?
Yeah,
What?
that's
No,
right.
you
I
didn't.
called you a bitch.
Oh, hell no.
I'm gonna fucking fuck you up.
I'm going to tear your ankle in half.
I'm gonna kiss you right on the lips.
I'm going to lick your lips.
I'm gonna lick your nipples.
I'm going to marry you.
I'm gonna have all your children.
Coming to theaters this summer, a story of a nun and a kindergartner.
It's a classic enemies to lovers tale.
Mrs. Hubertine's Atonement. She was a nun. He was a kindergartner. But they fell in love.
Oh, I love living with you, Miss
Hubertine.
Yes. Now button these buttons.
How about I unbutton them?
It was a forbidden love, but they found pleasures in Jesus.
This cross looks suggestive.
That's right. Shove it up your ass.
It was a love that nobody knew how to speak the name, except they knew the name, and it was Hubertine.
Coming to theaters this fall.
Oh my God, we're all going to hell.
Honestly.
Papa Graham's going to get mad at that one.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not
jeez.
gonna. Well, he's been actually protesting the games and segments section, so he hopefully turned the podcast off by now.
Oh, shit. He's protesting?
Yeah, he doesn't like eggs.
I'm telling you, no one likes eggs.
I like it.
You like eggs?
No, I don't like eggs. I like the section.
I like
the
this
game.
section. I think we've gotten
We can
carried away.
change it if you want, but I mean,
Not
don't know.
today, Matt. Not
today. We certainly can't change it today. Well, it's time for games and segments.
Segments and games.
Ooh.
Wait.
Hey, we're changing the music now?
Oh, are we changing music or are we just...
I don't think so.
Well, you're the one controlling the soundboard.
You dick.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh. Fuck,
That was
Mary.
easy.
Yeah, I see.
Fuck.
It's the second button. Mary.
Kill.
Raise.
Neglect.
Bitch.
Fuck.
Mary.
Kill.
Raise.
Neglect.
Bitch.
Fuck.
Mary.
Kill.
Eggs.
Neglect.
Bitch.
What? Ho!
Wu-Tang.
I didn't prepare for this part.
That's right. That's right, Jen. It's time for a little part of the show we call Fuck, Marry, Kill, Raise, Neglect. So here's how the game works. We are going to give you 5 options. You must fuck one. You must marry one. You cannot fuck the one you marry. You must raise one. You cannot fuck the one you raise. You must kill one. You cannot fuck the one you kill before, after, or during the murder. And you must neglect one, and you can fuck them. We don't care.
It doesn't matter.
All right?
to us.
So, your options are me,
Me.
yourself, and eggs.
Eggs. Go.
Fuck, marry, kill.
You can start with
Right.
eggs if you want, or you can go not with eggs.
I am going to fuck Molly.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
I've been
Because-
getting killed
Because
recently.
Catholic girls totally get it.
Yeah, I've been finding that out.
I am going to marry Matt Cole.
Yes.
Because I want to murder him and inherit his podcast empire.
Can she, is that part of the,
Whoa.
can she
We-
do that? Is that part of the rules?
This is the
After,
second time
way
this
later.
has been brought back
like
up.
a few years later.
Okay,
Like a few years
sure.
later.
Because, like,
we'll have a few
Lull
good
you
years.
into a false sense of security.
That sounds like me.
All right.
technically our rule states you just can't fuck the one you marry. We say
Yeah.
nothing about the killing,
Okay.
or raising.
That's
And
That makes
far
true.
down the road in the future.
Consult the rule book.
Fuck, marry. I've listened to these too many times. I'm gonna be boring and kill myself because I can't kill anyone else.
That's
It
okay.
makes me
Okay,
sad.
that's fine.
Except
maybe
for
that's
Matt
why
Cole,
you. Maybe that's
apparently.
why you added eggs. Maybe that's why you added eggs. Smart.
but still gonna kill yourself.
Raise one, neglect one. Jeff, eggs.
I'm gonna raise the eggs because chickens are cute.
Cute, right?
Oh.
And I'm gonna neglect Jeff because I think
Oh.
he's perfectly capable of taking care of himself.
Neglect
Oh,
them.
wow.
Neglect them.
I've been neglected a lot.
You have been.
Yeah.
What is that? What is
I
that?
think it's because you don't give off like a needy energy at all. So
Oh.
I think people think you're cool with being neglected.
I
which
view
is
it-
probably why a lot of your relationships haven't worked out.
See, I don't think of it
do
as
like being
neglect.
neglected.
I don't think of it as neglect. I think of it as setting you free.
Wait, but it's
Well,
called
I feel
neglect.
like neglect is like it's assuming that you're raising me but neglecting me. So it's like
Ooh.
childhood me.
For some reason, I
neglect.
picture Jeff as a kid singing
Showing
a
his
song
penis in the
about
yard?
singing a song going. She fucking hates me. Like Jeff is writing that song about his mom.
Come on, I write better than
Come
fucking
on.
puddle of mud.
She fucking hates me.
Is that part of
I
mine?
was 16,
so.
going on 17.
Oh, that little gazebo.
And that was
Fuck,
fuck,
marry,
Mary,
kill,
kill,
raise,
raise, neglect.
Eggs.
And eggs.
We love eggs, but we hate eggs, you know? Neglect.
Neglect and eggs.
Oh my gosh, this episode has been cracking me. Honestly, we started bad, but I do think Jen saved the episode.
Yes,
thank
I'm
God.
so glad you
I
showed up and
really
saved
do.
the episode. It was
I really think Jen saved the episode, which is great. How we doing on time? Do we have time to get real?
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Oh, shit. Are we getting real?
It's time to get real.
real.
It's the part of the
I don't
show
think that's the right music, but
where
it
we
sounds
get
good.
absolutely real. Get real.
Be who you are.
Real.
That's who you are.
We're
Get real. Yeah, that's fashion show
All
music.
right. So we don't always get to this part of the show. So I don't know if you've ever heard a get real session.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
they're
Don't
rare.
be afraid. Don't be
All right.
afraid. They're rare, but they're always worth it.
All right.
And they're always
this,
real.
This is the part of the show where we can get absolutely real about whatever we want. So an example was one time I got real about how my toenails grow on different schedules.
Is
so
this-
some weeks I cut the big toes, some weeks I cut the
Is
little
this your
toes.
get real? I don't know what's
No,
going
I already
on.
did
Okay.
this get real.
Okay, that's an example.
I'm giving an example so Jen knows where we're coming from.
Got it.
All right. So does anyone here have anything they need to get real about?
I totally do.
Oh,
yes!
yes, popping off. Let's get real.
Let's get- there you go.
Yeah.
It's not as good as toenails.
It's okay. Everything's good as toenails.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I'm turning 50 in a week, and I'm not okay with
Whoa.
it.
Oh my god, you're the same age as Sean. Sean's birthday. Sean
I just
Devereaux.
burped
yeah,
into the
he's a week-
microphone. I'm really sorry.
Sean Devereaux, owner of the
He's
Push
a week
Comedy
older than
Theater.
me. And I don't know if getting real is that real, but I am not good with it.
Damn.
That's all I have.
You're not good with it.
That
I mean,
is
I don't have
real.
any choice, right?
Right.
You know, I mean,
That's
my
true. You
assumption
have
would
no
be
choice.
to die within the next 7 days or
I hope you don't.
turn 50.
But if you
I'd rather
do,
you turn 50.
if you did, we would have this.
hope you don't die.
If you did, we would get so many listens
Oh
on
my
this
God,
podcast.
this would be like-
though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Now I'm scared. Is
Oh,
this like
don't do
Final
that.
Destination?
I hope not. I just saw that for the first
Oh
time.
my god, could you imagine them having to sit through the first 10 minutes of this podcast because they're like, "Oh, it was Jen's last thing she did."
Oh my god, and they have to hear.
And they have to hear
They have
the
to hear
10
about Adam Goldberg.
Hey, he seems pretty good. November 2nd,
Oh,
2021.
fuck off.
Oh my god.
That's all I got.
That's getting real.
That was getting
That was
real.
Anyone else got anything they need to get real about today?
I do.
All right.
I'm gonna get political. Fuck Joe Manchin. Fuck him and his West Virginian ass. And I can say this because I'm from West Virginia. I was born
he sure
and
is.
raised in a coal mine. Joe
Hell, he
Manchin
was.
thinks he has it all. He's like, oh, I'm a Democrat, but he mostly does like Republican things. And he's like, oh, I'm the last vote you need, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, oh, we can't piss off Joe Manchin because then he'll go be a Republican and then Mitch McConnell's going to be Speaker of the House again. That's not going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
You go fuck yourself. You go fuck yourself, Joe Manchin. You're not a true West Virginian.
Damn, get real.
Get
Yeah.
real.
Fuck Joe Manchin.
John Denver
Down.
spits on your grave, you dick.
Whoa.
That was serious.
All right, I'm ready to get real.
Yeah.
I'm going to piggyback off of what Matt said. First of all, yeah, fuck Joe Manchin. Second of all, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, like 90% of the things he votes on is on the Democratic side, and if you do primary him, the chances are that like he will still if you get a more progressive person, they're not going to win in West Virginia. I have no fucking idea how he won in West
Are you
Virginia.
get reeling me?
I'm get real and you get real.
Jesus,
I'm
get
get real and you get real.
Damn, get real.
I don't know, man. There's a lot to it. Get real.
So I was gonna get real about something else, but I feel the need to interject with this.
Are you going to talk about Joe Manchin as well?
No, I honestly just like wish that you guys would never bring up politics in this sacred space again. Because
Oh,
you
because of
know-
Adam Goldberg?
Yeah, We started the episode with Adam Goldberg. It ruined the episode. The episode got better, and now you go on a political rant right when we got away from AG. Come on, guys.
Can we talk about the commissioner of the revenue as a job? I feel like that's something on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
I do also want to get.
But I do know that
I said Speaker of the House, by the way. It's minority leader. Keep going.
he
I
does
just-
believe in the golden rule, which is treat others how you want to
Oh,
be treated.
I would love to shove that up my ass right now, Jeff, so you would never look at it again.
November 2nd, 2021.
You guys,
Vote
stop.
Goldberg.
Just stop.
Vote Gold.
What was your Get Real, Molly? Did you do your Get Real yet?
Well, mine was that I wish you guys would stop talking about this political argument.
No.
I wish
on
you
the How
stopped
Embarrassing
talking.
podcast.
Good job. Jen, I had the only
Hey.
good Get Real, so...
No, I want to get real about you guys ganging up on me.
Oh.
Oh.
You guys,
Oh.
To be
for
continued.
the tune in next week to hear me really lay into them.
I've been on your side plenty of times against Jeff.
I feel like lately you
gazebo.
guys have really been ganging up on me, and my friend Chelsea said that she doesn't like it.
Tell her to show her fucking ugly face on this podcast.
Okay, Chelsea, you heard it here first.
Yeah, get real.
Get real.
I'm just kidding, Chelsea.
Boom, get real.
Fuck Chelsea.
Oh my.
But I will say,
We don't like Chelsea on the spot anymore.
the best. Well, I was gonna
Wait,
say.
did she listen to all of the episodes?
Yeah.
All the way to the
And
end.
she hates me?
Well, no,
Why does she hate me?
she didn't say that. But I was gonna say that my favorite thing about Get Real is that we don't carry the Get Reals out into the rest of the episode. But Jeff seems to be really upset about Chelsea. Are you prepared
That
to
wasn't
let
your
that
Get
go?
Real. You had 3 different Get Reals. Your Get Real was don't talk about politics on the podcast, and then don't gang up on me, and then you brought up Chelsea and said she doesn't like us.
Chelsea was part of the don't gang up on me. She said she doesn't like it when you guys gang up on me,
Well,
which you're doing.
you listed too many things, and that's my second Get Real since you had one.
Leave it in the segment.
Do you ever get real, Jen?
No.
That was Get Real.
Yeah.
Are you happy now? It's in the fucking segment. It's in the little quotes.
Yes. Okay. And we're back. We're happy.
That was the realest ever.
Wowie. All right.
Oh, fun.
Jen, unfortunately, so heartbreaking to you that we have come to the end of the episode. First of all, did we ruin your life today?
No, I'm sorry you didn't.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
That's fine.
Maybe next time.
We'll get her next time.
Yeah.
Try harder.
And do you have anything coming up, anything you're working on, anything you want to plug?
I'm actually, I don't know when this is going to air, but I'm actually going to be in the return of Tales from the Campfire this Friday night at the
Nice.
Push Comedy
Yeah.
Theater.
This airs tomorrow.
Oh, excellent. So please come out to
give it
the
away.
Push Comedy Theater.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also
friend
I'm
of the
part.
I'm going to get
and
tickets for that. I haven't seen the Campfire in so long. That's one of my favorite
It's
shows.
so
Nice.
fun. I love it.
What is it, by the way? Describe it.
It is an improvised ghost story show where we ask you what your greatest fears are, and then we improvise the stories that you tell us.
Nice.
It's really fun. It's one of my favorites.
It's silly.
I actually have something to plug for once in my little life.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, you're not done?
Yeah, Jen wasn't finished.
Interrupting the
Very busy.
guest.
Ooh, can we go back and get real?
No.
Right?
Get fake. Pretend you like me
dick.
again.
Brian Garraty's here for that.
You dick.
Just a little something. I'm on the production team for Romeo and Juliet coming up at the end of July of this year. I'm sure you'll have other people on there between now and then, but
Yeah.
we're really excited to bring some Shakespeare to Norfolk. Shakespeare in the
Yes.
plot.
Absolutely.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Now I'm finished.
Now she is done, and you may speak,
Well,
Molly.
This is my finished face.
This is airing if you're
Totally
listening
complete.
if you're listening
No
to
more talking for me.
If you're listening to this on the day it airs, Wednesday,
Chelsea hates you.
Me and Jeff are actually performing at Reaver Beach Brewing Company
Nice.
in Norfolk, their new location on Collie. And we are doing short form comedy with a couple other people from
Whoa.
Push,
Fun.
including friend of the podcast, Teresa Percival, whose husband is the head brewer there. So
Nice.
come drink her husband's beer and watch her perform comedy. And me and Jeff will also be there, hoping to be funny.
And hosted by Jordan Burton? Is that
Trip.
Trip
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rumble.
confirmed?
Enemy,
friend of the
enemy of the
pod.
pod.
Oh, yeah, enemy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I said friend of the pod. So stupid.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay,
But
read
yeah,
this.
that show is at 7:30, and we're gonna keep it short. It's not gonna go past like 8:30,
Nice.
if that. So it'll be fun.
Yes,
I'm having
I'm
fun.
excited, and I just remembered about it. So
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Mark your calendars, Jeff.
Yeah, set a reminder on your phone so that you don't miss it.
I'll pick you up.
All right, thank you.
Maybe I should raise you.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, this has been another whirlwind episode of How Embarrassing. And all you little wormies out there, keep wiggling.
Thanks so much for listening to How Embarrassing Podcast. They go on production. If you have an embarrassing story and you'd like to be a guest on How Embarrassing Podcast, send us an email at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget, at the end of the month, we're going to pick the best hand drawing of a vagina and give away a $50 gift card to the Push Comedy Theater.
Vote Goldberg.
Fucking gold.